Hey guys, what is up? It's Lee here and welcome to a new video. Now this is going to be my loot from basically 120 Slayer, 84mm Slayer XP and also 1000 Slayer tasks. So this is a really finale video basically on my road to obviously 120 Slayer, 1000 tasks and just the XP that I've gained. So XP is up here, 84.4 million, that is a total experience that I did need from when I did start slaying again at 19mm XP to obviously 120, which is 104.2. So up in the top left you'll see the effigy counter as usual. You'll see 46 effigies on that, so 46 effigies in 84 million experience. Now that isn't very good as you guys can tell. Obviously the effigies got nerfed a very long time ago, and you know their drop rate got decreased, and the fact that you can't hoard effigies anymore. You know, this has been a very long this was a very long time ago, so you know, basically everyone knows about it now. So yeah, effigies are a lot more rare than they used to be, and obviously you can't keep them in your bank and you know just use them all at once anymore. But other than that, let's get straight on with the first inventory. You know the drill, guys. This is going to be the rune items and you know the ores and stuff, so let's crack on. Hopefully we'll see a big difference. I think the last video on 500 tasks, this was about 90, in the region of 90 mil. So yeah. So I say 90 mil and you can see there, guys, it's just skyrocketed to 216 mil overall in these rune items. And you know, I stress this so much in every loot video that I do. Pick up the little drops like the rune items, because if you go for a mad amount of XP, or you know, say a goal of, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 mil XP in a skill, and you do it through bossing, and you know, if you were doing it in Slayer, pick up all the little drops. As you can see, guys, the rune items have it, you know, just 725 rune chain bodies, almost 700 rune plate bodies, you know, 753 rune spears. You know, that is just insane. From the little drops, the little unique, basically the common drops, are not even unique drops, they're very common drops on the drop table. It's just, you know, finding the time and you know to pick them up and bank them, which you know, judging by this, you should do so. So scrolling down a little bit, we have you know the arrows, you know, the rune darts, the adamant bolts. They're all ring of wealth drops. So 7.6k adamant bolts, all from the ring of wealth drop table. But I want to stress that I don't use the ring of wealth. I always use a ferocious ring or a ring of vigor. I've got 21.5k dark arrowheads, they're all from dark beasts. I do my daily dark beast tasks all the time because they're just such AFK with a cannon, and you know, you just range them and use devotion, pray mage, and you don't get hit hardly anything, so that's all good. On to 1.1k rune bars now, which is almost 17 mil. On to 5.3k adamant bars, that is basically all from Aerits and getting kill count for aviancy tasks, for Armadillo tasks. So that's 21.7 mil straight up there. Scrolling down a little bit more, we've got 1k rune ore, which is almost 13 mil, 5.8k addy ore, which is 16.6 mil, 3.3k silver ore. These are all ring of wealth drops as well. You get 100 every time you get that drop. And then onto the tooth and loop halves, as you can see, almost 400 loops, which is 8.4 mil, and 358 tooth halves, which is basically double the value, which is 16.8 mil. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. 139 dragon daggers, they're 2.3 mil. I do have, I think, overall now almost 200 dragon daggers just from general PVMing and slaying, so that is absolutely insane. On to just over 3k crush nests, they're from ice strike worms. I do tend to skip that task a little bit now as well. And also another task that I haven't really been doing in ages is abyssal demons, because I don't know, I just can't really get into them. I need to start doing them again because they are really good XP, and obviously you know, whips and wands and orbs are still, you know, a little added bonus. 287k pure S. This is 19 GP each now. I'm not too sure if there's going to be like a rune crafting update or something in the future. So yeah, I'm just, you know, it's just interesting to see how much I can actually build up of that just by doing Slayer. So that equates to 5.4 mil. So there we go, guys. The total for the first inventory is 216.7 mil. Really didn't expect it to be that big of a jump from, I think, 92 mil or 97 mil from my 500 task video. So yeah, that is quite a big difference. So I shall be right back, guys, with the second inventory, or maybe even I might have to do 3 inventories in this video to see how much stuff I've actually picked up. So yeah, I shall be right back, guys. So hey guys, welcome back, and this is, well, I'm not having to do a third inventory, which is all good. I managed to fit it all into a second inventory. So let's crack on with this. This is basically all the drops, like all the unique drops, like whips, staff of lights and stuff. So let's throw them in there. So here we go, we've got 38 dragon stones, 9.2k error bones. They build up a lot of this inventory, to be honest with you, the total wealth of it. Over 109 mil. So as you can see, guys, there's going to be a loot from 10,000 error video, on the horizon. Just need to get a few error tasks, a few more error tasks, and then we should be good to go. Now we've got the battle staffs, 570 battle staffs. Partly these are Ring of Wealth drops, and partly these are from Celestial Dragons. We've got 21 polypore sticks. We've got 45k Ganodermic flakes. We've got 142,000 polypore spores. So I've got a few polypore staffs to make there in the future whenever I decide to do them. Now onto the unique items. We've got 9 razorback gauntlets. So it's sort of basically a pair in every 1,000 kills, give or take a few hundred or a few hundred bones or whatever. So they equate to 13.3 mil, and obviously now Jagex changed it so you can only get them on a Slayer assignment. 15 staff of lights. As I say, guys, I have been skipping ice strike worms quite a lot. Haven't been doing my daily anymore because I do find that task quite boring, and the area that it is in is fairly bright and it does tend to hurt my eyes a little bit. 34 dark bows. I recently got 3 in my last task, so yeah, that's built up a little bit as well. 4 whip vines. I skipped mutated Jadinkos now, don't really like them that much. I don't know, just don't like the overall concept of them, but I might start doing them again. 5 abyssal orbs still, and 33 whips still. I think that was the same amount in the last video because I haven't been doing any abyssal demon tasks since. I've just been trying to focus on, the best XP and the fastest XP, and I don't think abyssal demons have been, that great. And I've been in sort of like an AFK mood as well when I do want to do Slayer. I'm loving the Dark Beast tasks and stuff like that. Onto 20 granite mauls, 3 hex crests and 4 focus sites. This task of jungle and desert strike worms, I skip them too because I just don't like the fact that you have to run around, stamp on the ground, and then kill them, run around again, stamp on the ground. That is quite tedious, but I should be doing them just so I can see how many hex and focus sites I can actually build up. Now scrolling down a little bit, we've got the Ascension keys from the Ascension minion tasks. I do kill the Uriases, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't really do the bosses because I'm not really that sort of, advanced into the Ascension dungeon itself, so, I'm not really into that sort of stuff as of yet, but I'm sure I'll get into that in the future. Like I do want to use all these keys eventually, and obviously try and make my own Ascensions once they do go back up in price. Try and make a little bit of money from the Ascension dungeon. We've got 168 Serenic scales, which is 50.9 mil. So I'm basically getting towards a Serenic set just from getting the Serenic scales from doing Slayer, so that's quite cool. And then scrolling down a little bit more, we've got the dragon items like the D helms, dragon plate skirts, dragon plate legs, 6 shield left halves, 8 mystic robe tops and 3 mystic robe bottoms. These are from gargoyles. You can get them from aberrant spectres as well, but I skip that task because I find that boring too, and the XP isn't that great. So overall, guys, that inventory there is 256.2 mil. So as always, guys, this bottom space down here will have the total amount of both inventories, and that will give us the total on how much I have made, or how much I have picked up during my time, during going from 19 million experience to obviously 120 Slayer. So hopefully, guys, this video is an incentive to you guys that do Slayer but you don't pick up the little drops. As you can see, it is well worth it. And yeah, that is all from me, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.